Hi everybody, it's Spirit Guide. Thank you for coming here. Let me just get set up really quickly. Thank you for staying with me. I'm so sorry I did not film yesterday. Remember I told you I was feeling some kind of way a little bit. I had to rest up a little bit. Let me just get something real quick. I didn't know it was all that going on. I do know that I'm on a health journey, of course. You know, I think we all should be on one, but I'm on one intentionally. Those who have been with my channel, you remember I used to do healthy eating. Bananas are there for a reason, okay? So yeah, I used to do healthy eating journeys, and we used to start on the season, doing it season by season by season. I'm back on that. So right now, I am focusing on bananas. Okay, so the focus is on bananas. Okay, that's potassium. Okay, somebody that might be your journey too. Some potassium. Okay, I tend to load up on potassium when it's hot, because I tend to lose potassium quickly. Again, I'm a woman of a certain age. So unfortunately, we break down. Men, you do too. You do too. It just happens slowly for you guys. It happens quicker for us. So yeah, so for me in the summertime, which is now going into summer, bananas. I know these are not green bananas, right? These are just ripe bananas. They're bananas that have not ripened yet are green. I should have filmed it yesterday or the day before. Day before, they were darker than this, much darker than this color, okay? Right now, it's turning the yellow. We've had one already because there's only 5 and there's 6 to a bunch. So we had one already. But bananas, 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 right? And over to the side over here, I got my water. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm in it. Let's go. Blessings, blessings, okay? So let's start off with a question. A universal question. Hold on, I'm trying to get the little deck. The little baby deck. Trying to get that one up. Yeah. All right, so let's go. So I hope everyone's going to have a blessed and beautiful day. As y'all know, I am in the South, and it is hot as heck down here. Woo! I got my AC on. I told my masculine this morning, I was like, look, me and the dog, we are here in the apartment. We are not going anywhere. We are held up with ice and love today. So I was like, so you don't have to worry about coming home and we not here. You don't have to worry about, hey, what time? We up in this apartment with ice and love and literally ice. Okay. So yeah. All right. So let's continue. So focus on a question, ask yourself, and let's start. Okay. It says you're going in the right direction. Okay. And yes, I'm getting my setup soon, guys. It's coming. Because I've been complaining here. So I think the longer I complain, my masculine's like, all right, let me just get this for her. I don't want to hear her mouth no more. Nah, but he loves me. And not the right time. Okay, so you have 2 conflicting statements. But remember, with these cards, it doesn't necessarily mean it's 2 opposites, right? So you're heading in the right direction in love, and maybe when your finances is not the right time for an investment. You never know, okay? I don't know. Maybe that's someone's situation, because that was kind of extreme, and it came out of nowhere. So, yeah, we know how I channel, okay? All right, let's continue. I don't know what today's reading is going to be on. I only name my videos once I'm done, okay? And I am working on my names. I actually have paid someone to go through my videos and rename them. So yeah, we'll see how that's gonna work out. But yeah, so thank you. Welcome, new subbies. Welcome. I see you. I see my numbers going up again. Thank you. Yes, I am gonna do a live. I am. But when the weather is 95 degrees and inside, let me see. How much is it inside? Because I know it has to be at least 75. You guys would not even understand what I got on. Yep. 70. I knew it. It's 70. Yep. 70 indoors is like a heat wave for me. So I got the AC on. Yeah, so it's that's hot. That's hot. But yeah, but outside it's gonna be 100 today. I was like, gotta love the South. Gotta love it. Gotta love the South. Yes, there's opportunities. Yes, there's beautiful homes. But look, you know, whoo, when that heat want to kick in, it kick in. People make sure they're BGE and AFCO and all those other Acme and all them places. They make sure their electric is paid. Okay? Because we be kicking up that air like crazy, especially in Atlanta. Especially too many cards. Especially in Atlanta. When I was down in Atlanta for a while. Whew, I remember I made sure that power bill was paid. I was like, heck, it is so hot here I can't even breathe. It is bad. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. Well, you know, this is what happens. All right, let's see. One more, please. Yeah, I wonder if that was a channel talking about from the South. Moving from Georgia to where I currently am. Who knows? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. Y'all know this deck always comes through. You know that. My other decks, I be shuffling forever. I'm going to get all my decks back. They're coming. They're coming. Because I miss my decks. Ooh, I miss them. I mean, this is the only one from the original decks I had. The rest of them are new. I'm actually going to pull a Lover's Oracle to lead this reading. Because this is a bit... I knew it. This is a bit much. Yeah, I got to move them all the way up, guys. It's going to be... Woo! Take your time. Get your popcorn. Get your candy. Get your ice cream. Get whatever you need. Because it's going... Look, I'm still pulling. Oh my goodness. You know, and I know a lot of I call them my coworkers on YouTube. We're pulling all these love readings. It's like retrograde, but we also had a blue moon, right? You know that saying, once in a blue moon, right? So blue moons are every 7 to 10 years, and we just had one. I think it was like May 31st or something like that. And it's just like ever since then, nothing but love has been coming out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like our society, socially, we're now moving towards, you know, togetherness. Like we want to be together now. 2020 pushed us apart. And now we're like, all right, let me get back with you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Remember I said I want to get back with you. And it says I want to enjoy your life. And one for outcome, please. Ooh, 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 ooh. Isn't that crazy? Look at the card that fell on Fool. I know I was a fool, but I'm truly sorry. And it fell on the Fool. Divinely driven. This is divinely driven. Let me get one more. Because Lovers is here. I'm going to get an Empress. And then we'll get into it, guys. We'll get into it. This is a long reading. This is not going to be simple. Give me something on this Lover. Too many. Give me something on this lovers, please. Something on this lovers. The divine feminine is not here. Right now, masculine, this is you. But I'm still asking for the feminine's voice. Let's break up some of this testosterone. Testosterone, whatever. I should have seen Hermit then. One more. It says healing your inner child. I saw radiant aging. I only need one, please. Only need one. Only one. Even though it says uniqueness, look at how the card look. Ooh, somebody out there being a little woman of the night. Okay, so here we have your energy, right? So the first Lover's card, because this is clearly love. It's like a love journey, right? So as I want you to enjoy your life, right? This is what the person said in the beginning. So they walked away, right? This is the past energy. They walked away because they just felt like they would be draining to you. They would be a hindrance to you. Okay, this is a masculine. This is a man's journey that we're going through. Then when he did that in the present, he Five of Cups, but Five of Cups in reverse. So he wasn't upset. He just felt like, had to do what I had to do, right? On the Lovers. He then went out and explored, right? Because you got the Lovers here and Justice in reverse, right? Because he knew what he was doing was not correct, right? But he had to. When I asked for the feminine's voice, like, what do you feel about this, whatever? She's healing her inner child, or you're healing your inner child. But this is the Goddess card. She still lives in your laughter. What small kindness can you offer her today? So even though he moved on, and he moved on into another relationship, right? Because there's Lovers here. He did move on to another relationship. You, the divine feminine, lived in his ego, lived in his inner child. You're in his heart still, okay? And then you see how she's looking all around with everything here. The divine feminine was out of control, like maybe depressed, sad, not cleaning up, not doing things. Look, the flowers don't even match. How you have a cactus inside plus a potted plant in the same soil. Come on. Not the same thing, right? And it's like roses. So yeah, the person was very upset, depressed. Look, food all over the place, right? There was depression going on. The woman that he moved on to, I'm going to just be polite because I see a pole here, right? There's a dog, but I see a pole, right? Woman of the night. You know, he might have been out there with strippers. He might have met a stripper and been with her, right? Whatever he did, it was something that I don't feel intuitively he will ever tell you. I don't feel divine masculine. This is your read, divine masculine. You will not tell. But he moved on to like a stripper, exotic dancer, a woman of the night, maybe even a prostitute. I don't know. He moved on to someone in the sex industry. Okay, or he's out there hanging out all the time in the sex industry. And he knew that this wasn't right, just as in the reverse. He knew he had to, it's almost like he had to get his own demons out the way, if you will, right? And look at the bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. Yeah, he's never going to tell you this. You're not going to know that. Divine masculine, you're never going to tell. You're not going to tell what you did, right? I should see the moon, but I don't. Yeah, Two of Swords. So this is not something the divine feminine saw when he left. But he was in, it's almost like a devil energy he was in. Yeah, he had to get rid of some stuff. Part of that includes the Two of Coins in reverse. You know, no commitment, no contracts, nothing there to really solidify anything. But he had to then make a decision. Like once he finished this toxic energy, he came back and made a decision. He had to think, is this the situation? This was a situation too that he wants to be in, and he made a choice, right? Because part of this with the Eight of Swords, the public embarrassment, I'm getting that came from this woman of the night. Somehow it's like he realized that he is no longer on that level. Yeah, your divine masculine used to hang in that level, in that group. You hung out in this group already. You're comfortable with, like, you know, the strippers and the escorts, and you're comfortable with them. And I'm not judging anybody, because look, in my family, we actively have three, okay? Three active people who, are of the night, okay? So I am not judging anyone. Like I told you guys, you follow my channel, it's only me, two. It's only two people in my family that are my age. That's it. Everybody else's mother had them older, so they are younger. These individuals are between 20 and 35. Okay, I'm the only one with one other person that are the same exact age, and we are both hitting 49 years old. So I have a very young family. We have three actively in that lifestyle. Okay, so no judgment. So Ace of Staff in reverse on the Eight of Swords. Yeah, there had to be, it's like clarification had to come in making a decision. It's like your divine masculine, this is your read. Masculine, I feel like a woman's watching though, but masculine, you had to kind of come to terms. Like, look, I said I wanted to see Hermit, right? I said the moon, but internally I said Hermit also. So Ace of Staff in reverse, like you had to come to terms that you're no longer in this lifestyle. Like you're no longer in this lifestyle. You can't be there anymore. I just heard you're not invited. That might have been the embarrassment. You might have been told you're not invited here anymore. Okay, but whatever it was good. It was clarity. It helped you move on, right? It helped you move on. Okay, you had to move into the next phase of your life, masculine. You can't hang out and party all the time, right? So Five of Staff in reverse. Yeah, there wasn't even fighting with it. It's like you accepted it. You're like, okay, look, I can't do this anymore. I can't, like, I just saw someone hanging out in someone's bedroom. Like, I just saw like a mattress on the floor and someone just like sitting at the edge of the bed, just looking, right? Yeah, look. Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Okay. So it's like a denial of truth, right? So it's like, it's an awakening. It's like someone saying, I'm too old for this. I can't do this. And maybe that's where that age thing came about my family, channeling to say, like, you're not in that life anymore. And it's okay to ascend to the retired life, if you will. It's okay. That means you made it. You know how many people out here have not made it to the retired life? They unfortunately got taken out when they were in their 20s. Can you imagine? They don't even know what life is like, okay? But you made it. So it's like you had to admit to yourself, masculine, that the battle's over. Like you're no longer young. You're no longer out here, throwing it out and throwing it back and all this. You're not doing that, right? It had to be some type of truth that you were denying. Like you felt like you were still young. And someone in that lifestyle told you you're not. They kind of put you on game and said, nah, you're not here. You're an old man in this group. Which made you think about all the options that you don't have any longer. You don't have access to all options that you think you do. Okay? I'm even hearing cover. Maybe they wanted you to be under the covers. Maybe your body is not where it should be, right? Because this generation, this Gen Z and Alpha, they are very like bold, and they are letting you know in a heartbeat if you're old. They do it very well, right? So maybe this is a Gen Z you're messing with, right? So here you have, this is your regret, your sorrow, right? After you realize that your options aren't there any longer, you don't have the options you thought you had, you went into sorrow. Then you decided to come back out and kind of reclaim yourself. That's where this energy of, I know I was a fool, but I'm truly sorry. Yeah, you had to make another decision. Yeah. See, you're making decisions, masculine, all along the way. And here we have the Fool in reverse. Okay, which means like you're deciding with whomever, and I'm getting this as reconciliation, whoever you're going back to, you're deciding to do it fully. You're not taking like a chance, right? You're not saying like, oh, I'm gonna guess to do it, and I'm not gonna put full heart into it. No, you're putting full heart into it. You've made a calculated decision. Like you counted your money, You're looking at your schedule at work. You're trying to figure out where to live, where the both of you can live together. Like, you have a solid offer you're trying to make someone. And it says, I know I was a fool, but I'm truly sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I started to get these cards first, because something had to happen. Yeah. Let me get one more, please. Can I have more energy on this Fool in reverse? Yeah, so you're like level-headed now. Good for you, masculine. Yeah, you had to get out this energy. Yeah, she had to let you know who you were. Yeah, she had to let you know, like, you're not in this life anymore. Because you do age out of that life, believe it or not. 9 of Cups. Yeah, you had to go into yourself. Yep. In order to find your love again. Yeah. So whoever this woman is, thank her. She had to let you know that you are no longer welcomed in this life. 6 of Cups is in reverse, right? You're not welcomed here anymore. There's nothing here for you to be here for. You know, it's like, because I'm getting divine masculine, you'd have stayed out there. You'd have been one of those guys that we see on TikTok or whatever else is out there, and out there playing a game with the young kids and not realizing the young kids don't want you. Hold on. Okay, I'm get my beautiful deck. And let's get some confirmation on this. Yeah, yeah. So it's like this feminine, whoever was in the street life right here, she kind of did you a favor, right? Like, even though you were in a relationship and she hurt your feelings and all that other stuff right there, I'm going to clarify, because it's something you didn't see coming. Like, you didn't see her kicking you out that lifestyle coming, because it's like you got her in that lifestyle. So you're like, wait a minute, you came to me. And she's like, get out. But she did it to save you. She did it to save you. Hold on. Give me some energy on this 2 of Swords, please. Yeah, that's why I said I knew that was a woman up there. Give me some energy on this 2 of Swords. So remember, guys, all rejection is not negative. She did it to save you. Yeah, 7 of Cups. She did it to save you, to give you options. Yeah. And she had options as well. She had options. So you didn't see that she had options, but she also rejected you. So you have options. So you can head back to your true love. Yeah. It's like she's like, about face. I swear that's what I heard. 9 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there's no, she didn't stress out at all when she did it. Whatever she did that embarrassed you, she didn't worry about it. She had to get you out. Because you were not, that's not the timeline you're supposed to be on. It's not the timeline you're supposed to be on. That's why you said there's no justice. It's not fair. Right? Because she came and got you, this woman of the night, and someone you were having an affair with. You were having an affair on your person. 6 of Pentacles. Exactly. You were sharing. You were having an affair with this woman in the Lovers on your partner, on the one you walked away from. You were sharing with her. Yeah. Knight of Wands is on the bottom. This was all sex up here. One more. Give me something on this Knight of Wands. Look. 2 of Cups. Exactly. This is the person you were with. She embarrassed you. She said, get out of here. She had to get you out so you could go and be here. So you could return to the woman you're supposed to be with. I'm getting the woman you're supposed to be with is your wife. You might be married. You might be contemplating. Remember, marriage was out here, but it's in the reverse. You may have left a wife for this woman. Let me have some more energy on this Justice, please. In reverse. Tell me about this Justice in reverse. I don't think your girlfriend knew that you left your wife, or you took back a promise you gave to someone, like proposal. I don't think she knew that. Chariot. Yep. You moved on quickly. It wasn't fair because you moved on quickly. Yeah. Something else on this Chariot, please. Did this feminine know, this woman of the night, did she know? Nope. What did I say? I said, did this woman, did this feminine of the night, did she know? And look what came out. No. 5 of Pentacles out in the cold. She did not know. You left your wife. You left your family for her. You left a proposal for her. She didn't know it. Ace of Wands in reverse. There was not even enough S3X energy out there to keep you. So I'm getting, bless her, I'm getting divine used her. Yeah, divine used her for about face. That's why she had to get you out that energy. Okay, Chariot. Is there anything else on the Chariot, please? When I look at the Chariot, I'm getting the energy of like, you have to move. Like it's not an option. Like you have to move. You have to move. That's what I'm getting. Ooh, 9 of Wands, but it didn't come out. Yeah, you had to move. Is there anything? 1, please. Yeah. So 9 of Pentacles, I think it was in reverse. Let me do it again. I think it was in reverse. I don't remember though. Because it's Knight of Pentacles and 5 of Wands. Yeah, we'll look. Oh, wait a minute. No, let me take that last one. We gonna laugh as a group. Hold on. My goodness. Look. Remember, I was like, I don't know if this is reversed or whatever. Knight of Pentacles, right? Moving forward to like your treasure, blah, blah, whatever, right? 5 of Wands. Conflict. She had to get you out of there quick. Conflict, right? Remember I said you're not like built for this life anymore. You don't belong here anymore. 5 of Wands. It was a conflict. Wheel of Fortune. Her getting you out of this life quickly was your good luck. This was your karma. This was your positive, your dharma. Okay? She, the woman of the night, is going to have, I hear, supreme blessing for the rest of her life. Because what she did was not selfish, right? She got you out to save you so you can move forward to your destiny, right? Wheel of Fortune. It's almost like with this Wheel of Fortune card, I'm getting like, this has happened to you in other lifetimes where you have left the person that you're supposed to be with, right? The same Empress, right? You've left her for these women of the night, for the quick love and everything else. And I'm getting in a few lifetimes, you may have met your demise, right? Especially with the 5 of Wands. You may have met your demise in that lifestyle, okay? You can't live that lifestyle unless that is your destiny. Some people can live that lifestyle until they are 80 years old because that is their destiny. That's their contract with divine. They are here for that reason. They are here to help others. They are here to bless others. If you've ever met people in the lifestyle of, stripping, prostitution, any, I don't want to say that word too loud on YouTube, anything like that, what happens is they are the ones at least I know, right? They are the most positive, loving people because they don't get it a lot. They don't get positivity and love all the time, but they wish good for other people and they know people. They're very good people readers, okay? This is what she did for you. She gave you a blessing, okay? That was her mission, okay? And it was for the Emperor, okay? This is all going to go on justice. It was for the Emperor, and the Hierophant is in reverse. Okay, because you weren't learning a lesson. And look at the wheel behind him. You weren't learning a lesson. Hierophant is in reverse. 2 of Coins is in reverse. You had a commitment that you were walking away from. You were walking away from the commitment to stay with her. She then said, no, this is not right. Justice in reverse. Move on quickly and we'll put them all there. Okay, so that goes there. And the next one is 2 of Coins in reverse. Okay. Let me get something on this Magician. Bless her. Yeah, bless her. I'm going to get another goddess energy on her. Bless her, yeah. So she pulled you away so that you can go back towards your destiny. And she didn't have to because she could have kept you there. You got Ace of Wands there. Let me tell you, if this woman would have kept you there with her and 5 of Pentacles, which is out in the cold, was not there, guess what? That Ace of Wands would have been in the upright and you would have had the time of your life with this woman. She knew exactly what she was doing. And not only that, she knew how to keep a man too. Page of Wands. Here we go. Yeah, Page of Wands. On your Magician. Yeah. So hope, love. This is what you're bringing out now. That's what you're manifesting. Yeah, you're manifesting it. Okay. But this is the woman to celebrate right here in this reading. Remember, at the beginning of the reading, you were going in the right direction. Here you are. You're in the right direction. And what does she say up here? Get out of here. Not the right time. And we all see those on those movies, you know, where the woman's like, get out of here. You don't belong in this life. Get out of here. You're not like this. This is not you. Get out of here. That's what she did. She saved you. Give me some energy, masculine. This is you on the Page of Staff with the one, because you were dedicated to this decision. You were dedicated to it. You were going to stay with this person, right? But once you did all of this, you became indecisive. Yeah, you became indecisive. Yeah. So you had the one choice and you needed to escape. Yep, which was your Chariot. Right. So she kicked you out, and once that happened, you said, let me go inside. Okay, yeah, I need to get out of this life. This life is not for me. Yeah, I'm hearing someone even left their job. Look, soul vibrations in reverse. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like you're going away from the sacral energy, right? Your sacral energy is your, private parts. So you're moving away from that energy and you're not settling anymore. Yeah. You're moving towards who you need to, because you've already been embarrassed or you've already been rejected. Yeah. Look, you have a soul contract you're going towards. Yeah. You've already been rejected by this, I don't want to call her Jezebel because I actually respect her. You've been rejected by this woman of the night. You were rejected by her. But she had to, because that's part of her calling, right? You may have been, again, because she rejected you and sent you back along your way, she's going to be blessed the rest of her life. She's going to avoid such towers because of that one action. Is there anything for this blessed sex worker here that turned this masculine away so he can go back to his divine feminine? I told you, she's going to be blessed the rest of her life. I am ascending. That's why she did it. Because she knows she is blessed. She's going to be blessed. So it may not be something like, oh, I'm here because I love you. No, she knew a blessing's right there. So she said, wait a minute. So this is a divine masculine I'm reading for. That's who you are. Let me have something on this Page of Wands, please. Anything on this Page of Wands? Probably not. Anything on this Page of Wands? No. I didn't think so. One more. Anything on this Page of Wands? No. Okay. Yeah, so your sex worker, that's what I think I'm entitled it. Your sex worker helped you out. Because she is ascending. She is going to be divinely blessed the rest of her life. Because this sex worker that helped you get out so you can go back to your person. I'm getting one more deck. So you can go back to your person. She is going to be in that sex worker life the rest of her life because that's her calling. That's who she is, right? Even if she was not a sex worker, she would be a sex worker. That's just who she is, right? And that's no shame to that. Remember, I told you, some people, they come here already. We come here with our missions. We come here with our projects. We come here with what we need to do, whether we remember it or not. And somehow we find our way to it. I've always felt in my soul, I have always been a stay-at-home wife. Always. Right? And as I'm moving older in life, I'm starting to see, yeah, other people see that too. I've always been the person that whenever I do something, people always want to help me. Always want to help me, no matter what I'm doing. Kids, animals, humans, everything. Okay? So you have to know what you were divinely driven to do, okay? She is a sex worker, and that's who she is supposed to be. So there's no like saving her. I hear, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Yeah, no, she's not supposed to be. At some point, I'm intuitively getting that she will come out of it, but she has too much work to do. That's why she's there. She has work to do. Yeah. And you know this is your story because you even remarked when you met her, why are you here? Because she looks so normal. Yeah, she's there, but she's not participating in a lot of the, foolery going on because she saves. She's there saving people. She's saving them. She's in the lifestyle, but she's saving them. Yeah. Hangman. Exactly. Yeah. She knows exactly who she's supposed to be. Yeah. She's saving people over there. Good for her. Can I have one more for this sex worker, please? Now, I'm not asking if you slept with her. I don't want to know that. Even if you did, she didn't give you anything. Well, I mean, I can't say that. I'll take it back. Temperance, patience. Yeah. She's in her world. She has patience. That's why I said she's supposed to be there. She can't jump timelines with you. She's ascending, but she's supposed to be there. She's supposed to be in all lives a sex worker. You know that sometimes divine sends out the angels to be the lower echelons in society. He sends them to do that, and that's their post. Okay? Magician in reverse. Yeah. She's not upset. She's not manipulating anything. She's just, blessings are just coming to her because she's doing what divine has asked her to do. One more on this angel, please. One more on this angel. Is there anything else for her? Okay. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said anything else for this angel. I don't know why I said it, and I said it. Anything else for this angel? Yes. She is divinely blessed. I believe she is an angel. She's a sex worker, but she's an angel. That's who she really is. And she's there saving. Her assignment was you. Getting you out so you can come back into this energy. I'm going to get some more on this Nine of Cups. Yeah, she was here to save you. Yep. And she will be divinely blessed the rest of her time. Divinely blessed. She's going to be here saving a lot of people. And I bet you if you talk to her, she hasn't had that much S3X. She hasn't. Because she's saving souls. She's saving them. All right, let's continue, please, on the Nine of Cups. Give me some energy with this Nine of Cups, please. Give me some energy with this Nine of Cups. Give me some energy, please, with this Nine of Cups. Way too many. But Ten of Wands did come out. Heavy emotional burdens. Yeah. Let's try this again. There's too many. Oops, the sun. Sun want to come out again. Hold on. My cards be flipping and doing different things. Flipping and dipping. Can only have one or two cards maybe on Nine of Cups, please. One or two cards on Nine of Cups, please. One or two. Or were those the cards? I hate when that happens. When I reject the cards and find out those are the cards. Can I please have energy, one or two on Nine of Cups? Or as many as you want to give. Energy on Nine of Cups, please. Energy on Nine of Cups. Now, of course, no one give me nothing. Energy on Nine of Cups. What's going on with the Nine of Cups? Let's go. What's going on with Nine of Cups? Ten of Wands. I told you guys. Didn't I say one of those cards? Heavy emotional burdens. What's the next one? Oh, no, it's not. You see how Spirit be playing with me here? Give me another energy, please, on this Nine of Cups. I'm going to lose it if it come out. Oh, okay. Right? So that there's change here, transformation, rebirth. Right? Yeah. You have to get rid of these heavy emotional burdens. Like that's going into yourself. That's a calculated risk you were taking. Then here it says, I know I was a fool, but I'm truly sorry. Those are the heavy emotional burdens. You got to come back to this person on your knees. Right? Death, knees and crawling. I just saw death, rebirth, rechange. You're trying to start a new relationship. Yeah, good. Is there any more energy on the rebirth? Is there any more energy on the rebirth? Oh, my goodness. 4 cups. Yeah, you're sad about it. Of course you are. Because love is right here. That's the cup you want to fill. Yeah, that's why that angel had to boot you out. Because you'd have hit a cycle you'd have been in a cycle with her. She would have passed you on to someone else. 7 of Wands. Yep. Absolutely. 4 of Cups and 7 of Wands. Okay. So this individual who booted you out, the angel who booted you out, she had to do it because had you stayed, you would have been in like a cycle. And it would have been, I hate to say it, that would have been your demise. Because you're not there anymore. Right? You're not there anymore. You're not in that energy of, you know, hot boy summer or whatever you want to call it. You're not there. You're not. And she saw it. And she said, okay, you know what? She was like, let me get him out of there. Because you would have been facing a lot of different challenges that you could not meet over here. You couldn't meet them. You already had conflict there. You already get into conflict with someone. And the reason I'm saying you can't meet them is because Divine Masculine, you're older. You're at least 10 years, I would say, older, or not 10, maybe 5 years, whatever it is. You're older than the group you were trying to associate with. And because you're older than them, you don't understand their lingo. Okay? You don't understand them. It's a whole different dynamic out there now. She saved you. She saved you. All right, let me have some energy on the 7 of Wands, please. What is this about? What challenges? What's going on? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. An offer. An offer or financial stability. Yeah. So you're going back. You're going back home. You're going back home. Yeah, you picked up your jaw and you dealt with the get out of here, you're not young anymore energy, and you going home. Look, the moon in reverse. Yeah. On your 7 of Cups, right? The moon in reverse. So it's like you're being honest. You're being honest that your options aren't there anymore. Right? That's why I say your jaw's on the floor. Look what hit. Tower. That was your Tower. The fact that you know your options are not there anymore and you're being honest with yourself, that was your Tower. That's why I said she's the angel. She booted you out. She said, you don't belong here, old man. Go back. And you're happy about it, believe it or not. You're happy. You're not going to keep in contact with her. You don't even know her like that. You know what I'm saying? But she's going to be blessed the rest of her life. Yeah. Sun is here for her. She's going to be blessed. Good for her. I love when people do exactly what Divine has them here to do. Because, I mean, this could have went so many different ways. You know, it could have went so many different ways. She could have easily pulled the I love you card. I don't want you leaving me card. Knowing she don't love you. Because if she would have did that to you, trust me, you wouldn't have left her. Because you were in love with her. But she understood that you were not supposed to be there because she is ascending. She's ascending. Okay? And she's here to save. That's what she's here for. Okay? All right, so that's it. So be blessed, masculine. This is your read, right? 100% your read, okay? And you were divinely driven by an angel, right? By an angel, by temperance, with patience. She had patience with you, okay? You were divinely driven away. You were driven away. You had to be, because you couldn't survive in this environment anymore. You're not part of it, okay? And the fact that you had to do self-stock, that your options are out, okay? Your moon is in reverse, so you had to be honest with yourself that you don't have options the way you thought. That was your Tower. It's like a moment of self-actualization. And right here is 9 of Cups. It forced you to go in, right? And it forced you to make a calculated decision. You're going back home, okay? All right, masculine, be blessed, be blessed. Everyone else, thank you so much for going through this reading with me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Be blessed, okay? If you have any comments, of course, leave them in the reading. And other than that, I will see you later. I'm trying to think. I will be going live. I don't know what day, though. Heading back to work. I know I keep saying that, right? Like I'm threatening it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be heading back to work tomorrow, so I know I'm not going to be having a lot of energy and time, what I need to do, but I will be doing my pre-records, this is one of them, and I will have it out. I'm thinking I might go live on Mondays, because that's my time for myself when I have. So trust me, I have a whole lot of things going on myself. But I love when readings like this come out because, I feel like in my heart sometimes, because I do have, sex workers in my family. And sometimes I feel like, they really do have hearts of gold. Like they really do. They want the best for the world. Now you got some of them that are trifling, okay? Some of them are trifling. But the majority that are in it for years or in it for more than 3 years, they're wishing positive energy on people because they know that they're here to do a service. That's what they're here for. That's what they choose to do, right? And they're just the most like loving, those individuals, but then you have the ones that have substance abuse problems, and that's different. That's a whole different ball game. That's coping, right? It's coping with life. But even those people I don't look down on ever, right? Because like I said, my family, they're there, and they come to family functions and don't nobody talk about their business, and we sit all around and just have a good time and love on them. That's all we can do. It's just love on them. Okay. All right. So be blessed, everyone, and thank you so much for coming back to my channel. You may leave anything that you want in the comment section. I do read them, and I do also block if I need to, if you're being rude. My channel is for everybody. I feel as though my channel is for people who have more of a difficult life or more of like struggles. They find my channel, okay? And I'm blessed with that because that's just my calling then. I'm fine with it, okay? I'm absolutely fine with it. But in saying that, I don't like people coming to my channel and being rude and saying things that are not necessary because you don't like the reading or, oh, this reading is not for me. I may not be your reader. Go find your reader. Right? So, I don't know. But be blessed, everyone. Be blessed. And stay cool. Stay cool. Where I am, it's going to be 101. My goodness. I already feel like it's 101. I feel like it's so hot. But anyway. But yeah, be blessed. And I'm here for you. And I hopefully will see you on a live. Thank you so much. Bye.